Yo, what's up guys, it's Clan World, and today I will be doing another Clash Royale video. So in this video, as you can see, I am basically a level 10, only needing 150 more XP to become a level 10. But in 7 hours, the Ice Golem will be released into the game, and it costs 2 elixir, and it seems to be a tank, and that might be a very interesting troop. So I'm thinking I'll just do my level 2 Lumberjack, and then he will get plus 29 damage per second, plus 20 damage, and then plus 90 hit points. So there it is, my level 2 Lumberjack, and with that 250 XP, I will become a level 10. So that should make pushing a little bit easier, but it might not. So I will be using my Giant Sparky deck with the Lumberjack in it, and this has become one of my favorite decks. And I will get into my first battle against Without My Pants. So an interesting name, and I will split my minion horde in the back to see what he does. He will place an Ice Wizard on my right side, and then he will place a giant skeleton into the inside to draw my minions to one place. So I am just like sitting with full elixir, and that was probably dumb, but I placed my Lumberjack at the back of him so it has enough time to get away so the bomb does not affect it, and I choose to let the Ice Wizard live on my tower. So I don't want to just sit at 10 elixir, so I placed my Fireball, but my Pump was my very last card, and that was one of the most important cards to this deck, so that was very annoying. So he has a wizard coming down my right lane, and I'm trying to to surround him, but I do not get to, and then he will fireball what's left of them, which is not much, and then zap 3 out of 6 minions. So that was not good spell placement by him, but that was not good surround technique by me. So I will place my Sparky in the back, and he has an Ice Wizard down my lane, but that would be extreme Fireball or Poison getting the tower, my Sparky, and my Elixir Collector. So yes, I know there's this green flash on the bottom of the screen, and I have no clue what it is. I tried to get rid of it, and then it just wouldn't leave, so I decided to just let it be. And I'm going to Fireball his Wizard, but with my Rage Giant, the tower will get all the way down to 556, but my Sparky was shut down by his giant skeleton. So I tried to zap his Ice Wizard right here, but it got one hit off on my Barbarians, therefore it was able, with the Fireball, to completely kill my Barbarians and let his Hog Rider do more damage than it should have. So I placed my Sparky in the wrong lane, and that is just going to be super annoying. I'm going to place my Lumberjack in the back again to take care of all his troops. That's just going to be super annoying that I couldn't get my Sparky down in the right lane. So I'm going to place my Minion Horde, and now I have a pretty good push going down this lane. But with his Ice Wizard, and then was going to zap, but I did not zap soon enough. That whole push did absolutely nothing besides for that Fireball at the very end. So now I'm going to go for another push with the Sparky on the other lane. Both of his wizards will get one-shotted by my tower. Then I will place a Lumberjack, and this time it will stay. It did not stay behind my Giant again, which is super annoying because it does so much damage that if it would just stay behind it, it would get so much more value. So my Sparky is going to waste a shot on that basically dead Giant Skeleton, and that is very annoying because the Giant Skeleton, I think, takes 3 hits, but like the last hit is like basically dead. So now he has basically no health on his right tower, and with a Wizard and Ice Wizard, it will not be enough to slow down my Giant, and it will take 1 hit. But that means 48 damage left, and with a Fireball, I will clean that up with 12 seconds left in overtime. So that was a 1-0 victory, and I gained 31 trophies from that, so that was pretty nice. And then I'm just gonna jump into another battle. And here we are, and we are playing Emiya, and he is a level 9 this time. So I'm thinking about what to do, and I'm gonna place my Lumberjack in the back, and then I'm going to place my Giant, and then Minion Horde when I have enough elixir. So this push turned out not to be that amazing, since he had arrows to shut down my Minion Horde and a Knight to shut down my Lumberjack, and then I was not able to get even one hit point off of his tower. So my Barbarians will shut down his Hog pretty nicely. And this battle seems to be about even, seeing that I had more hit points on my tower to start off with. So his minions will completely shut down my Barbarians and kill them, and I zap his minions to not let any value off of my tower. But he placed archers, and I should have waited with that zap, and I was very aggressive with my pump placement though. So right now, that green bar on the bottom, and my recording just completely stopped. So that Lumberjack ended up cleaning up his Valkyrie pretty nicely, but that whole recording just stopped, and that was pretty scary for me. I didn't want the whole thing to get deleted, but it just came back a second later. So I will now place a Sparky in the back, and hopefully it will clean up his Valkyrie, and then move on to take out his tower. But he will place on the other side. But did you see that? The Hog shifted, and it looked like it was going to go there, but then it just went back. Like, what happened there? Like, I don't get why that happens. Like, if you're targeted on something, and then you shouldn't just like switch immediately. But the Lumberjack level 2 got onto his tower, and then the Sparky Blast was able to clean up that tower, and that is when the level 2 Lumberjack just shines. So I'm going to Fireball, and I got very aggressive with my Sparky placement, and it seems that I will win this 1-0 because he played that Valkyrie, and there's no way that I'm going to take out that much hit points in that little time. But that will do it for this battle, another 1-0 victory. That was plus 26 trophies, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna get into another battle against Thrasher, and he also is a level 9. And immediately he throws out the cry face. I don't know why. Maybe because it's on my level 10. So I'll just give him a thumbs up to boost his confidence. But I will immediately go out with a giant minion horde push, and he will fireball my minions, and Inferno Tower will destroy my giant since I don't have a zap, and 10 elixir was shut down by 9. So apparently that thumbs up worked, because now he's happy again, and I'm just going to go and mute him because I don't want to deal with that BM for the rest of the battle. So getting fallen elixir, think what should I do? And I'm going to split my barbarians in the back, and then place a pump, and he will place a Valkyrie down his side. But before my pump, I wanted to wait till I had enough elixir to play a counter card. So he has two things on both lanes that I need to deal with, and I'm going to Lumberjack one side and Fireball both the minions and the princess for a good counter scheme. So he will do my level 2 Lumberjack with his level 1 Lumberjack. So he has the princess and the Lumberjack as his legendaries, and I have the Sparky and the Lumberjack. So he will Fireball my collector and my tower, doing the first damage in the game to any tower with that Fireball. So I'm just sitting at 10 elixir waiting for him to do something, but he will place a princess in the back right after I split my barbarians and then place my pump. So he has a princess and a Valkyrie running down my lane. So hopefully my barbarians could get a hit, but that is not going to happen even with that zap. And with that fireball placement, I will take out everything he had on my right tower, and then my minion horde will completely shut down his push on my left. So with 44 seconds left in the battle, I have yet to do even one hit point on his tower before that last hit. So I'm going to place Barbarians to hopefully counter his Inferno Tower, and then I'm going to Fireball his Princess, hoping I could get the Inferno Tower with that, but it ended up just failing because I lost so much in that process. So then I'm going to zap that and take out his Lumberjack, but that whole push just got shut down and did no damage on his tower. So it is not looking good for me right now. He has a little more damage on my tower, but none of us have been able to capitalize on anything yet. So I place my collector because maybe I can get a late elixir advantage in this battle. And he will just fireball that down. But now I know he needs to choose between my minion horde and barbarians of which to fireball, but I will lose connection here. Once again, the connection just haunting me. And I will go back into the game, and hopefully I have not been 3-crowned just yet. And it appears that I haven't been, and he barely did any damage on my tower, but it was still enough. Now each of my towers have 1600 now with that giant hit, and it is looking like there is no way I can come back, and I run myself dry on elixir and choose to fireball his side instead of mine, and that was the stupidest move ever, because with 2 seconds left, he will be able to take that victory away from me. So that was well played by him. So now I'm going to get into another battle, and hopefully this one is better than the last one was. So he is a level 10, and since my pump is next, I'm just going to place a giant, and I'm thinking I should place my minion horde, and I ended up doing it. And I'm thinking to zap his Sparky, but since he placed that arrows, I decided that I'm going to counter his Sparky on my side instead of getting an extra 1 or 2 giants hit off. So those minions are going to die pretty easily, maybe take a 200 damage off my tower. That's not too important though. And then he will place, I'm thinking to place my barbarians, but I decide to zap them first so they have more time to take out the Sparky and not die. So the giant will go to my tower, and then I will place my collector once I have enough elixir, but he was able to take 1200 damage off my tower on his first push. So my barbarians will get close to his tower and then die to his Valkyrie. So I will place my Sparky in the back, and it will get 1 hit off on the Valkyrie, and then I will go and place my giant. Then I'm getting ready to place my fireball if he places minions or something, because I don't have an air targeter in this. So I'm ready to place them, and I'll place my Lumberjack, and then right after I place my Lumberjack, he decides to place his minions, so that was kind of annoying. I'm going to place barbarians to surround, and they're going to take out his Sparky. So right now I'm winning this battle 1-0, but he has one of my towers down all the way down to 1500. So I will take out that Mega Minion with my Minion Horde, and then he will arrow what's left of that, which is 4 minions. So I will go for a push once I have 9.5 elixir on his left side, but he places a Sparky on my right side. So I know the giant is going to be coming, and I need to find a way to counter that before it gets to my tower. So I'm going to zap that and then place a Lumberjack on top of his Sparky, and it will end up taking it out. But with that fireball, and I do not have enough elixir to do anything, I decide to place a minion horde there, but my tower will go down basically immediately with all those troops on it. So I was able to get some hit points off his tower, but not enough to take it down, and 2 minions came to come help with this giant and mega minion, which is kind of nice because then I have more air coverage. So now I have a lot of loose troops coming down, and I will place a giant, but my Lumberjack will die to a Sparky Blast, and now with a raged giant getting near to his tower, he will have a Sparky and a Mega Minion to take care of that, so it only got 2 hits off. And now he has a Mega Minion, Sparky, and a Giant, which is a very tough to deal with combo, and it does not look good at all, and I do not think I will be able to get out of this. And the Giant will go down, but with that last and a Rage and my Rage Tower, his Sparky will get one last hit, and I will end up losing that battle because of my greedy plays. So, I'm going to just go get back into another battle. And this one also is against a level 9. So I will place my pump down and then see what he will do. He will place a witch in the back, and I'm thinking about fireballing it, but I want to see if he will place something else and that I can fireball more. But he will place a rocket to destroy my elixir pump. So now I need to think about what I can do, because I know that his rocket will take out my Sparky. So I need to be smart in my plays and not let him destroy my Sparky every time with his rocket. So I need to place my Sparky when I know his rocket is out of his hand. So my minions got 400 damage on his tower. Not too much, because he placed his minion horde. Mine were enraged, which is why they did damage that they did. He will place a Goblin Hut, and I will counter that with a Fireball. So waiting to see what he's going to do, I'm going to place an Elixir Collector once I have a good amount of Elixir. So he will place a Princess, which is one of the most annoying cards to deal with. And I'll place a Lumberjack to take out his Royal Giant pretty quickly. And I'm not sure what I can do, but I was really scared that his Princess would target on to my minion horde, and that would not end up well. But I will zap his Witch, and I just realized that my minions were basically on his tower, and they got it all the way down to 1300 hit points. So I'm going to wait till I have a nice amount of elixir, and then I'm going to drop another pump to get way ahead of him in the elixir game. And then I decide that once it hits double elixir, I go against my decision, and I'm just going to place a Sparky, and I'm going to try to end up the game right here. So I forget about his rocket, and that will take out my Sparky. Then I'll place a Lumberjack and some minions, and then a Fireball to take out his Goblin Hut, Princess, and his Summer Tower. He will place a minion horde, but I will zap that down, and then level 2 Lumberjack on his tower will take it out basically immediately. And in the float things, I placed a useless Giant, because I was really into the momentum of 3-crowning him right there. That was a completely useless Giant though. And with 18 seconds left, I'm trying to 3-crown him. And because of my Lumberjack getting onto his tower for another time, his tower will just shoot down so fast, and that level 2 Lumberjack is just so OP. That was a 3-0 win, and that was pretty nice, and I'm going to get into the last battle of the day. So this is against Javier, and he also is a level 9. So many level 9s around here. So I'm going to do my favorite combo, which is the Giant, and then I'm gonna avoid the minion horde because he played his Princess, and it would get shot down by her splash damage very easily. So that was really annoying. So now my Giant just basically died, and I just wasted a Giant, and he's probably thinking that I'm playing a Giant Poison, which is very popular right now, or something else. And I end up doing another stupid thing against his Princess, playing my minion horde right on top of his hog. My tower won't take damage from his hog, but his Princess will just take out the minion horde. So I wanted one hit from that barbarian so I could shut down his Princess with a zap, but that did not end up happening, and I will need a Lumberjack on his Princess and a Fireball on his Wizard. So that Lumberjack went up to help on a Valkyrie that he had put down, and now he has a pretty nice push going down, but I'm going to wait enough but his mini P.E.K.K.A will get to the tower and not lock on to one of my barbarians, and then his princess will go down to my barbarians. But he got a lot of damage off on my tower and then playing a log to knock away my barbarians. So I'm going to place a pump and be aggressive with it and ignore his wizard, but that ended up being very, very stupid because my tower went all the way down from 1,200 to 560. So my tower will be basically done with that hog taking it all the way down to 38 hit points. So now I'm going to need to come back with no damage on any of his towers and come back to a huge push, and then I have a fireball for his princess, and this is the exact push I need because his tower will skyrocket down with all that on it. And then I will place another giant in front of my Sparky and then get another Lumberjack down. And here's where he starts to be smart. So I placed a minion horde, which was very stupid of me, and I will fireball down his princess, and his princess walks away right before it hits my fireball, and I just want to get that 3 crown, but he starts having a huge push, thinking that if I don't get it, and he takes out both towers, that he will win 2-1, but I know that my Zapping Barbarians and Giant will easily take care of that, and I will win 3-0 against him. So that was really fun, playing with the Lumberjack Sparky combo. Level 2 Lumberjack is OP, so that will do it. Peace.